Ni hao, welcome back everyone, I am Kazak, and the topic of today's video is the Type 03 helmet of the People's Liberation Army. So, first up I'm going to remove this cover and show you how the helmet looks like, and then we will also be putting a different helmet cover on this helmet. This is what the naked helmet looks like. In my case, the helmet has been used, so it has obvious signs of the usage, but I still pretty much use it only with the helmet cover, so it doesn't really matter that much. In this specific place, it's actually the paint is totally scratched off, and you can see the internal fabrics that make up the helmet. So I'm going to put the helmet on and give you the history, because the history of this one is not going to be widely known. So this helmet was developed for the People's Liberation Army somewhere around 2003, and it was adopted in 2003, and since then it has begun to replace older helmets. It was created to replace the GK80 steel helmet, and that's pretty much the entire history that we have to know. So more details about this helmet: the name QGF03 or Type 03. Both of the names are going to be correct. QGF, Chinese acronyms, Q standing for helmet, G standing for steel, which has to be just a remnant of the older GK80 helmet, because this is not made from steel, and F standing for bulletproof. 03 indicates year 2003, when it was put into production or officially adopted. When it comes to the ballistic properties of the helmet, as far as I understand, the People's Liberation Army does not officially have a body armor performance standard like the US or Russia has. The police does, but the military does not. Though what the military does have is a system of standardization, like NATO's STANAG or Russia's GHOST. China should also has it, and it's called Guo Jun Biao Jun. I am extremely sorry for probably terribly mispronouncing that, but I am not a native Chinese speaker, and I'm trying my best. So the actual ballistic properties of the helmet. It's made to stop 9x19 FMJ bullets, and also 1.1 gram fragments simulating projectiles. That's a funny term, FSP, and it specifically references a steel cube which is made to simulate shrapnel and other kinds of projectiles of that kind, fragmentations. These specific properties of the helmet stopping fragmentations, the V50, it's basically somewhere within the range of 610 to 650, I think, meters per second, which makes it slightly better than the American Pasgat, but worse than the ACH. Which also you may have noticed that this helmet reminds you of the Pasgat in its shape. When it comes to what it is made out of, it's not steel. The helmet is made from composite materials, and to be exact, is made from Fangdan fabric, which is China's equivalent of the UHMWPE. So now let's talk about, I guess, the features. And for that I'm going to take the helmet off. The main helmet shell is made from the Fangdan fibers, which you can see visible through this little hole that this helmet sadly has. I'm not sure. It's most likely not for like it being hit with anything, because there is no indentation on it. It was probably just sitting in like an attic or something, and someone found it and decided they want to sell it. 6 bolts going through the helmet to tie everything together. The brim is made, has this like, I'm not sure if this is plastic or very nicely molded rubber, but it seems to be very similar to the paint going around it. So I'm guessing this is, yeah, this seems to be rubber, which has, I believe, has been painted. Inside, the liner is actually very cool. If you have Russian helmets, you might see that it's similar to the likes of 6B7, 6B27, 6B26, 6B47 even. But this is where you'll see quite some differences. Of course, adjustments, the strap, the connection bit for the chin strap, but it is more or less similar to the 6B47. This is a bit different. The 6B47 has just straps going around. This is the adjustment system through buttons, because this helmet is only made in one universal size and just has a lot of adjustment through here, through these straps, right through this, in the back. It's, in addition, the liner of course can be replaced if it gets damaged or anything. So it has a lot of adjustment for those people that have bigger heads like me. Then there are people that have smaller heads, so they had to do so we decided to do something universal for everyone. This entire helmet weighs less than the previous generation GK80 helmet, which it replaced, and it provides better ballistic properties. So it's just a step up from the previous generation of helmets. Those with a keen eye, and I'm not sure how visible it is on the recording, can see that there is writing under the liner inside of the helmet shell. Most likely previous owner signed it. I do not personally know the guy. I just own his helmet. I'm not sure even if he sold it. Maybe it was just found in an attic, and yeah. Of course, there are people that served in the PLA which are still interested in military items. I have a dear friend who is exactly like that. Oh, actually here you can see the paint actually tearing off from the rubber. I haven't noticed this before. But yeah, I bought this helmet as a used one, and it was very cheap, so I don't mind the condition it is in. So now let's put a helmet cover on it, and we're going to put a correct helmet cover on it, which is the Type 07 helmet cover. So first we have to locate the front and the back. This is the back. It's a bit of a challenge on my helmet cover specifically, because the helmet cover I received is not the fully correct military issue helmet cover. Most likely because those may still not be fully allowed to be bought and owned by just regular civilians. Is it acting this way? It seems to be even too big, slightly bigger than the Type 21 helmet cover, which I normally wear on it, because I use it for my modern PLA impression. But yeah, because here on the front the military covers have a badge of the People's Liberation Army. I can show you on this one, though this is not entirely how it should look, because this is a newer version. This one does not even have the Velcro here. So the way you see where is the front and the back is because the back has these openings, which look like they are for buttons, because the uniform has the same openings for buttons, but these are actually for masking foliage and alike. So now when you have this situation, what do you do with these little hooks? You have to pull back this part of the liner, and you see these straps. You have to take this hook and hook it up onto these straps. What I was told, if these are going to be too loose, then you can wrap it around and then tie it. Which, in my case, these do not seem to be too loose, so I can just instantly hook them to these straps. Which, it may look like a weird system for us foreigners, because I don't think neither the American nor the Russian helmet covers, I don't know specifically about American helmet covers, but Russian helmet covers do not attach this way, but this is the way the Chinese decided to do it, and I find it actually very effective. It holds the helmet cover well. Oh, right. So this is everything, all of the straps, all of the hooks. So now I can just take the helmet cover and take the helmet and put it on my head. So the way you click the chin strap piece into place is located right here. It's this bit, and it will hold the chin strap here. So having the helmet on the head, it's very comfortable. The area of protection is very good. It covers the ears nicely. One thing to note, these straps are loose. Nothing holds them. The 6B47 has a bit of rubber here to connect them to the main strap, but we cannot really blame this helmet for not having all the newest technology. It's a helmet from the early 2000s. Speaking of the helmet being from early 2000s, despite being replaced, and we of course during parades see the PLA with newer helmets, these helmets are apparently still in use with reserve and rear line units, which makes sense, because despite being slightly worse on the ballistic properties than the modern helmets, it's still a good helmet. It will provide what it needs to do. It will stop fragments and shrapnel, which is what a helmet is designed to do, and this one is also very comfortable at it. It doesn't really fly around on the head, it sits in its place nicely. So removing the helmet is as easy as just unclicking this. The chin strap is released and you can take the helmet off. This is what it looks like again in the helmet cover. This time it's in the correct Type 07 helmet cover. This one is a bit larger, I think, than the Type 21 helmet cover that I normally have it on it. So, but I think this should be everything. I don't think there is anything more that I can say about this older helmet. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share your thoughts and questions in the comments, and I hope to see you again next week.